as you begin to notice how you've always been able to make sense of things, sometimes in ways that protect you, that ensure your safety, and how naturally you developed this unique ability to assess situations. What if you could also begin to recognise how you've already been growing, how you've always been moving forward, even when it might have felt like there are obstacles or challenges. And it's curious, isn't it, how the mind works, how sometimes it focuses on what could go wrong, as if it was a way to prepare, like an automatic response to life itself. Yet you might notice, even in those moments of automatic attention to potential problems, there's another part of you deep inside that knows how to look beyond what seems difficult or uncertain. Because even in those moments, there's always more. There's always more good, always more resources, more opportunities, more possibilities than the mind tends to automatically acknowledge. In fact, I wonder if you can allow yourself to begin considering how your mind might sometimes overestimate the weight of the challenges, as though it's trying to keep you on alert. But what if that very alertness has been preparing you for something even bigger? What if every challenge you've encountered has actually been a signal pointing you towards something better? Something that's been forming in the background, just waiting for your attention to land on it. You see, it's fascinating how our brains, they're wired to focus on the risks, on the survival mechanisms. But isn't it equally fascinating how, in those moments of tension, there's always a release, a shift, a part of you that knows this is just a small moment in a much bigger, much richer picture. In fact, that picture, that broader view, is always available. And it's not dependent on what you thought about the past, or the old ways of perceiving things. What if the good things, the moments of joy and possibility, they're actually much larger than you've allowed yourself to realise? Like a tree growing quietly beneath the surface, just waiting for the right moment to rise up and show itself in full bloom. Now just imagine for a moment, as you breathe in, you can allow yourself to see more of what's good, more of what's possible. And it's okay, isn't it, to acknowledge that perhaps you've been focused more on the obstacles, because it's kept you safe, kept you prepared. What if just for now, you allowed yourself the gift of seeing how much more is possible when you see the possibilities that have been right in front of you all along? Because you know, as you're listening to these words, something inside you might already begin to realise how much more is available when you're able to tap into that deeper part of you, the part of you that already knows that every difficulty, it has hidden within it the seeds of something greater. Can you feel how even now, as you relax, your mind becomes open to discovering the beauty in the smallest of moments? And it's interesting, isn't it? Sometimes your mind can be so focused on the idea of avoiding discomfort, you might overlook how much joy can be found in simply letting go of the need to control every aspect. What if you could just trust for a moment the good things that are unfolding, things that might be even better than you could have expected, things that allow you to grow, to expand, to experience life with a greater sense of ease and wonder. Now, as you're here, noticing how natural it is to create new patterns, I wonder what it'd be like to shift your focus, to shift your awareness towards the moments of light, those experiences where everything seems to come together, as if life itself is gently whispering to you that you deserve to enjoy what's here, right now, in this moment. And it's so interesting how the more you practice noticing the good, the more good becomes the lens to which you experience everything. Seeing the richness, the opportunity, the flow that's always been here. And it's entirely possible, isn't it? With each passing day, your ability to experience even greater moments of joy, satisfaction and success expands. Because as you allow yourself to remember, the very things you've learned in the past, they're not mistakes, but lessons that have helped you grow into someone who now has the ability to choose to focus on the richness of life, the joy in the journey, and the beauty in the unfolding of each and every moment. It's almost as if you've always been just one step away from seeing how good things really are. And now you might even start to notice how that small shift, that small recognition, is already making a difference. So when you look around, even in the face of challenges, you start to see how those challenges, they're actually the very things that are guiding you, that are directing you towards even more goodness, more possibility. So now it feels easier, doesn't it? Easier to see the positive, to feel the good, to know the next step, the next opportunity. It's already unfolding for you. And as you let that feeling grow, you realise how much you're now in the perfect position to experience more and more of what's good, what's right, what's fulfilling, and how easy it's become to see the good things, the truly great things. They're now always coming to you, naturally, just like a river flowing to the sea, carrying you effortlessly towards brighter, more expansive times ahead. And as you relax even deeper, you may notice how this new way of seeing things begins to integrate effortlessly, becoming your new default, your new state of being, where you see more of the good, where you expect the best, where you naturally grow into new possibilities, and where every part of you recognises that you're always supported, always moving towards the very best version of yourself. So as you continue to breathe, just allow that sense of knowing to grow, allowing it to become a part of who you are now, naturally, easily, comfortably. And as you move forward in life, you might notice just how much more you find yourself in tune with the good things, appreciating them more, welcoming them more, and embracing the reality that life can and will be filled with better and better times ahead.